All right, hello and welcome to yourlocalnote.com. We've got another vidcast for tonight. We've got RFA in the studio. We're going to be talking to them in just a few minutes, finding out about the band and also playing some of their great music and just talking about their songs and good stuff like that. Also, just want to remind you, we are streaming 24/7. We got free apps. Just go to the respective stores and just type in YLN, download it for free, and you can take yourlocalnote.com with you anywhere you want, and check out the best in Philadelphia area music, because that's all we do, just local music here in the Philadelphia area. Okay, we'll start everything off with a song from RFA's first EP, Just Don't Turn the Lights On. The song is called Indie Rock, and this is yourlocalnote.com. That is RFA, I should say, and the song is called Indie Rock Song from their first EP, Just Don't Turn the Lights On. Hey guys, welcome to yourlocalnote.com.
Hello. Yeah.
All right, very good. Why don't you real quickly introduce yourselves and what you do with the band? We'll start with.
I'm Dan. I sing and I play guitar.
I'm Alec. I play the drums.
I'm Christian and I play the guitar.
And our bass player Brendan is not here. He has a class.
He has a class. Okay, that's too bad, but it's good that he's doing that to improve himself.
He cares.
He cares. Okay. And we're trying to stay in school, kids. All right, guys, tell us how you guys got together.
We all just went to high school together, and we all had lunch sophomore year.
It was over lunch. It's a lunch break.
About it. Yeah.
And you decided, okay, let's get the band together.
Yeah, pretty much.
We all met at we just we're talking about this earlier today. Actually, we all met at auditions for the school rock band. That was the first time we all hung out together. So it's kind of funny.
Okay,
yeah.
And now you're going to different colleges.
Yeah.
Yep.
How difficult is that to stay in touch or with
It's not too bad. I mean, we're all in the city, and it's easy to get to. I mean, I have a car, and we can all take the subway. I mean, it really hasn't been that big of a deal.
For me and him, and the bass player too, because he goes to Drexel too. I mean, I go to Penn, and they go to Drexel, so it's like the same thing,
Yeah.
It's in terms of campus.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing is me. I'm at Temple.
You're at Temple,
Yeah.
okay. So, but you got the car, so
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
you're important.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Let's talk about the first song, indie rock song. Who wrote that, and what is that about?
I wrote that, and it's about a girl and rock and roll.
Okay, a girl and rock and roll. That's pretty unique. There's not a lot of songs about girls and rock and roll.
No, totally not.
I can't think of one.
You could say I'm a visionary, I guess, but
Now, when you were putting the song together, is this a real-life experience, or is this something that sort of was based on a real-life experience, and then you used creative license to expand on it? How does that work, Dan?
it's all just kind of based off of real life stuff.
Okay.
With like slight altercations, I guess, but you know, it's like it's all just kind of based off of just experiences.
Okay. And do you do most of the songwriting?
For the majority, like I'll bring I do mostly like acoustic demos, and I'll bring it to the rest of the guys, and then we'll work out like a full band arrangement, basically.
Okay. Do they make changes to it, or do they just add their parts to it? How does that work?
It depends what song. Yeah.
Both.
It varies.
A lot of the songs evolve a lot. Some of them stay pretty much the same. I mean,
So, but it's kind of easy because you've known each other for a long time. That it's
Yeah.
it's a little bit easier to say, you know what do you think of this idea? Where because as a songwriter, that's your baby. That's you're creating that, you're putting that together, you bring that to the guys, and all you need is a bunch of other knuckleheads going, that sucks.
Yep.
But it's still something where you have a lot of pride in this. So to have someone say, no, well, how about this? When you don't really know them, that's tougher. But since you've known these guys since high school, it makes it a little bit easier to make changes.
Yeah, they don't hesitate to say say anything.
If it sucks,
so.
we'll tell them. We care.
Very good. All right. So with this, with the songwriting, and you have this system going, is this something now? You have a first EP. This is your second EP. Are you
It's actually our third
EP,
yeah.
actually third? Okay.
we did one in the summer
Okay.
too.
And you didn't contact us? I'm kidding.
I don't know what we were thinking.
Yeah, right. All right, so you've got 3 EPs. Are you going to stick to the EPs, or are you
I think
looking?
for now. I mean,
Because this is a question. Because
economically speaking.
economically, but also at the same time, albums sales are down. CD album sales are down. With the big record companies. So I'm trying to gather information from you guys as far as what your thought process is on this, because I think we're going through a transitional period with music, radio and records and stuff like that. So people are not buying CDs. So I think my thought is, why not just make singles because of the cost of producing a record? I mean, that's a thing that I think a lot of people don't understand how much it costs.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
You know, and so
Definitely.
they're out there taking CDs, taking songs off of sites and not paying anything, and they're like, oh, this is cool, this is that type of stuff, and they don't realize that it costs several $100s just to make one song.
Yeah.
And an EP probably costs you close to $1,000. And it's not like you're rolling in the dough with the shows, because you get paid just enough to get you there and back.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
You're making a lot of sacrifices in this, and this is one of the things we want to do is give an opportunity for you guys to talk about what you go through as musicians, and the dedication that you have, the hours that you put in putting a song together. You write the song, you bring it to them, then you work on it. Not just in one session, probably a couple of sessions, a couple of practice sessions before you get it.
Yeah,
so now you're talking 7, 8, maybe 10 hours on one song just to get it to where you like it.
Yeah.
Then you go out and play to practice and do that. Then you go into the studio, and that takes another couple hours to do.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's a long process, but we really enjoy it when it works out, I guess.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not saying you don't enjoy it. It's the point of educating people who don't understand the effort that you guys are putting into.
A lot goes into it. Yeah, but I think we understand that. Am I close enough here?
Yeah, you're good.
So we understand that because we're music fans and stuff. But to a lot of people, that kind of are just they like music
Right.
They don't see that.
And they go to a site and they get it for free.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there going, oh, okay. And it's kind of interesting. It's great that you just, we just put all this time in and you got it for free. And it's crazy because your generation doesn't value music like my generation did. We paid for it. I mean, we had no problem doing it, but we didn't have the access to, this is I guess the downside of the internet. Mm-hmm. Is that the upside is it gives you an opportunity to get out there. So
that's
it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah, it is. Like you have a much greater chance to expose yourself and get known by people, but you do have to lose a little bit of money.
Yeah, so part of what we're doing here is trying to talk to you guys and saying, okay, what works, what doesn't work. For example, we know bands that seem to do well as far as getting their music out there and selling is just to name your price. That seems to work best. And then what they do is they have CDs for their live shows, take advantage of the drunks who are like, hey, you guys are great. It's $20. We laugh.
I love those people.
Yeah.
That's the ideal strategy.
I was one of those people.
My favorite kind of person.
Yeah. But that's just the way it is. If I would say something that was not true, you guys would be like, no, you're wrong. But that's just the way it is. And it's a tough go because you got to keep working through that. I'll tell you what, let's move on to the second song, and we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about actually producing the albums or the EPs and how that process went. So the next song we're going to play is called Freaking Out, and that's also the title of your latest EP. We'll play that, we'll come back, and we'll talk about it. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, you're hanging with us on yourlocalnote.com. It's RFA with us, and the song is called Freaking Out, and it's the title of their latest EP on yourlocalnote.com.
6 a.m., you stumble your way back to bed. You won't be awake until 2 in the afternoon. The headache you're having screams of the evening before, and the stain on your shoes is just another sign of these blues.
the song is called Freaking Out. It's the title of the EP from RFA. And, well, before we get into this song, do you guys want to continue your conversation about moms? Because you had a really nice, very nice.
I mean, I'd rather not.
No, you'd rather not.
Let's,
Okay.
let's next topic. Yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding. But we do want to say hello to Alec's mom, who finally got through, and we appreciate her checking us out. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mom.
And I hope I hope things are going okay, and you approve of what we're doing here. Okay, let's talk about freaking out. Dan, you wrote this song?
Yes, I did.
Okay, freaking out. Is that just easy to say? You wrote it when you were freaking out one day?
Not really, but I just kind of wrote that song about like moving into college, I guess, and kind of that lifestyle kind of.
Well, it's a big experience moving away from home, and all of a sudden you're on your own.
Yeah, definitely. It's just about that kind of like mentality of just, partying and then just getting up the next day to doing it again, I guess,
Yeah, that's a tough life. Alec doesn't do that, Alec's mom.
No,
she doesn't.
No, of course not.
Okay, want to make sure we got that clear. All right, is that a song that these guys did a lot of work with, or is this something that he brought to you and you guys were like, oh, okay, we can relate to this because you're all in college, you all went through the same experience?
I mean, there was some stuff with the arrangement. Like, we cut half of the first chorus, I remember. We decided to do that, and then
The bridge,
the
the chord progression.
I don't remember
we
what
changed
did
for
for
that.
that.
Stuff.
Well, yeah,
I remember doing some things. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys told me to like kind of cut that out, and so I just kind of went back and tucked it up a little bit, and then.
So most of the changes are musically. Like the lyrics, you sort of let Dan take.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any lyrical issues. You're fine.
I passed.
That's good. You're pretty happy you're getting their approval right now. Okay.
I guess.
Okay. All right. So now you've had this is your third EP. The process, when you just looking back at the first EP, which we played the indie rock song from it, going from that to the second to the third. I mean, how are you doing anything different? Or have you done different things since you did your first EP?
Well, we have a new band, technically.
Okay.
The new member. The bass player just joined in the summer.
Okay. But as far as recording, I mean, is this a self-record or is this something you went into the studio? How did this work?
Well, we over the summer we were in this WXPN competition.
Okay.
This beta hi-fi competition. It was like a local artist competition, and we got second place. And we won that recording time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that was for the third EP.
Yeah.
Cool.
We wouldn't have been able to. I don't really know if we're like that good at like using like Pro Tools or anything like that.
Right,
But we're just much more of a cohesive unit right now. We're just much more of a band than we were, and I don't know. It just works better now.
Well, you've got more experience, so you know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, definitely.
When you get into the studio, you've got that experience. I mean, so when you went into the studio for the first EP, I mean, that had to be exciting but intimidating.
That was when we realized we had
freaking out. You might have been freaking out, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Trying to tie the song in, guys. Go work with me.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, it had to be intimidating.
Yeah, it was.
Did you work with a producer, or did you have just a guy, an engineer who was just
an engineer? Yeah, he was a really cool guy, Carl Peters.
Yeah, we recorded the first one at Milk Boy Studios.
Okay. Yep.
That was definitely a very intimidating experience, but that definitely
good for us,
made us much more of a band though.
We didn't know
we were definitely much more just kids playing cover songs before we actually recorded our own music for the first time.
When did you start writing songs that on your own that were not cover songs? I mean, when did that transition happen?
I started fooling around with like writing songs since like freshman year, but we had been playing as a band for about a year in Christian's basement before we even decided to do our own songs.
Played like 4 songs, yeah.
Did we even
play a
show? Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't even play a show.
Yeah, so then it just kind of like gradually grew from there. I write like acoustic songs and stuff like that for the most part, but now I don't know, we just have really grown collectively as a unit.
Okay, well, I think that's the musical journey that you sort of go on. You start, and then you first of all, you're getting more life experience. You've gone from high school kids, you've gone away from home, and then you're going to get out of school and go into the real world. and you're going to see how much it sucks, and then you can write about it. Did I say that out loud? No. You then get, I mean, with more experience, obviously, your songwriting will expand.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, at this point in time, not to insult you, but you have limited life experience just due to your age. So
this is true, I guess.
so yeah, but as you get older, you'll have different, I guess, experiences that you can call on when you're putting your songs together.
Yeah, definitely. And we're definitely, this new one was definitely we're definitely getting more and more collaborative. Christian and I wrote the last song on the EP together.
Okay.
And I don't know, like it's definitely kind of grown. Like it used to be definitely much more kind of stick to the original format, and like now we're like kind of like,
I feel like it just works. We're like more a cohesive.
Yeah, we're just more efficient with things too.
We're just more of a band.
Are you, Christian? Are you going to try to do more songwriting? Is that something you're interested in?
I mean, sure. I just kind of do what I do.
Okay. You just wake up, and if you feel like writing a song, you're going to write a song, and if you don't, you're not going to.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Okay. Not sure if he's going to be very dependable, Dan. No, I'm just kidding. All right. But did you enjoy the process of co-writing a song?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right.
Definitely.
And is that something
fun.
I mean, it's different when the pressure's all on you to come up with the song, almost the entire thing, as far as the lyrics and things like that. That must have been a different experience working with Christian.
Yeah. I mean, when you have a chance to like kind of write something yourself, you kind of like get a chance to like work some things out and like, kind of, like I'm not going to use that line and stuff like that. But when we're like sitting across from each other with guitars and it's like, oh wow, that line's stupid.
Okay.
I'm sure we said that to each other a few times. Like,
no, that's dumb. Like, it's like, it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it worked out.
Worked out well. All right, very good. Are you still writing songs? Are you getting ready for another EP? Is this something that you're just going to store songs aside until you have the money to then go back into the studio?
I mean, we just got 2 new ones. Yeah.
I think we definitely want to try and go as far with this EP as possible because
when did this EP come out?
This came out in just last month.
13th.
Oh, okay. So it's fair. It's new.
So we're trying to promote this as much as possible and get as far with this as we can. Like ultimately, we'd love to do an album, but like that's with, time, money, and like if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right.
Going back to what we talked about before, the transition, my question to musicians now is, with albums, you do let's say a 10 or 12 song album, 4 or 5 you work on and promote and become known, and then you've got 6 or 7 that sort of get pushed aside and they fall through the cracks. Why do that when you can constantly put songs out and promote them a song at a time? Because that's the way people are consuming the songs now, is a song at a time.
Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, it's more of a nostalgic thing, I guess. We're all fans of like, really like great records and stuff.
Yeah, I miss the album covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was like a big part of like albums, I feel like.
The art of the album cover, even the art with the CD covers, I mean, they were cool. I mean, I remember back when I was a DJ on the air, and I'd take the CD, play the song, and you'd read everything that was going on, so you would learn. Then when we transition right now, all it is MP3s. So you have nothing to read. It's like the songs just go. It's like, okay, I know how long it is, and that's about it. You don't even know who wrote the song. So to a certain extent, the technology has, I think, stunted the growth of music because people are not experiencing who's writing, who's doing this, or just people would buy an album because they like the cover.
Yeah.
I was talking about that with song. I forget who it was.
Yeah, that's really true. It's like there's certain albums that just kind of catch your eye and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the songs may not be great, but you're still like, but I like that cover. So I mean, it's something that is going to be interesting to see how things go.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the tough part where you guys are in. So you're trying to figure out how to make money off of this, and you're in a position where it's like, okay, who's doing what? Your peers are not buying albums.
Yeah, I mean, a lot comes from touring and shows and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like, but like, you know, we don't have technically have time to do that right
I
now.
mean, what do your friends say
I
to
feel
you?
like the people. I mean, people still buy me. Like it's just a different kind of person that buys.
Yeah, it's
music.
not
Yeah.
as massive of a market anymore. It's much more.
so you're at the
Like,
guest
I-
market.
I still buy music.
There are
I mean-
people that do like I do. Like,
Yeah, I
Right.
do too.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, I
I
hate
mean-
like buying
Yeah.
MP3s too. I don't like. Just for like it's just weird to me. Like you're buying nothing. Like you're buying a file on your computer.
and there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
I don't know.
No,
All
but
right.
we'd love to like have an album that we would be able to play like shows behind, you know, like to have enough songs, like if we
Sure.
were like, hey, like 12 songs that are ours and stuff.
Right.
You know?
Well, you're getting there.
Yeah.
You got 3 EPs worth of music now.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right, let's go to song number 3 for tonight. It's also off the EP, Freaking Out. And when we come back, we'll talk about Teenage Love Song. Okay? You're hanging out with us on yourlocalnote.com. This is RFA, and the song is called Teenage Love Song from their latest EP called Freaking Out.
Sit back now, turn on the lights, these walls are closing in. Open up that window now, try to breathe in some fresh air. You take my breath away and you leave me left for dead. You spin my head around, how you spin me till I'm sick. Oh, you don't know how long it's been since I've been really choked. These walls are closing in, though there's nothing left but smoke. It's just another teenage love song running through my head, burning right down to the ashes till you get the spins. It's just another teenage love song running rampant, running free. Just another teenage love song running through my head. Sit back now, turn on the lights, these walls are closing in. Open up that window now, try and breathe in if you can. You take my breath away and you leave me left for dead. You spin my head around, how you spin me till I'm sick. It's just another teenage love song running through my head, burning right down to the ashes till you get the spins. It's just another teenage love song running rampant, running free. Just another teenage love song running through my head. Running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. Oh no, no.
The song is called Teenage Love Song, and it's the band is RFA. It's Dan, Christian, and Alec hanging with us. And this is yourlocalnote.com. All right, guys, that sounds really good. Tell us more about Teenage Love Song, Dan. I'd say it's about rock and roll and girls. I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Giving you a hard time. Yes. You wrote this fairly recently?
I wrote this over the summer.
Okay.
Like we recorded an EP over the summer, and then after we won that prize, there was about, what was it, about 5 or 6 months between the actual.
Okay, so you've had 2 EPs out pretty quickly.
Well, we did the one in the fall of our senior year, and then one in the summer, and then this one
in January. Yeah.
Okay, so you've had 3 EPs out fairly quickly.
Yeah, within about a year of each other, relatively.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just started writing those songs, and we started arranging it.
Is this something that you sort of was experiencing yourself, and then decided to sort of put a general song together, or how did this come about?
Yeah, I mean, this is like all the songs are pretty much based off of just personal experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and rolls and girls, I guess.
Okay, very good. All right. So you're out promoting this EP. Now, you said the first EP you recorded at Milk Boy.
Yep.
This EP, where did you record it?
We recorded this at Studio Crash in Port Richmond.
Okay, was that part of the package? You had to record it there?
Yep.
And how was that experience compared to your other 2 experiences?
That was definitely the most professional that we've been, the most efficient.
Professional on your end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think on
on both ends, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was really cool.
We were able to spend a pretty good amount of time on each song. I mean, we got them down. We got them done fast, but we tracked everything. Like our first EP was completely live.
Okay, because of
except for like a few overdubbed. We overdubbed a few guitars.
A lot of that had to do with timing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Again, that goes back to saving
money.
Time and money.
Totally. Yeah.
Because people don't realize that there's several different ways to record.
Yeah.
And the way to get it to sound the best is to really spend a lot of time on it and maybe do it in tracks. But if you don't have the time and the money, so you guys just come in as a band, it's almost like a live show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that's the first time.
Our second time, we actually it was kind of like a midpoint between the 2.
Right.
Like we tracked everything, but we were really on it like real small time frame.
So there's a rush.
So there was the rush there, but then with this one, we had more time, and I don't know. I think we had a better idea of what we were doing with all the songs when we came in.
Yeah, we did have a better idea.
We were like really like set. Like we had our parts worked out. We had our sound, like everything. So it was good, and like it was just good to be able to like know that and not be working things out, so you could spend time on actually getting it good.
Right.
Like sounding like especially me for drums, because usually it's just like I get 1 or 2 takes and I'm done. But this like. Especially on that song, Teenage, I love that so much because I got to spend a lot of time and like actually figure out what I was doing.
Okay.
And actually do it like really well. So
you can really concentrate on being musicians and not just let's just get it done. We got to knock it out, which is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, no, and I don't know. I mean, I personally just like these songs better than the last one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what it's just like a different feeling now.
Yeah, people just I don't know. I think we definitely have like kind of got more of our own kind of organic sound thing kind of going. I guess
it's more of a band.
Yeah.
Well, you feel you're growing as musicians.
Yeah.
You feel better. You feel better as a songwriter, more confident. I mean, a lot of it has to do with confidence.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. All right. Is there anything that you've recorded 3 EPs? Is there anything that you're looking at going, okay, for our next EP, let's try this, or you're not even in that state of mind yet?
I think we're just trying to like really promote this one right now.
Okay.
Trying to play.
Yeah.
Play.
Just keep playing.
Okay.
And
speaking of playing, shows. You guys got shows coming up?
Mm-hmm. We've got one on the 20th. Of February at the Fire.
Okay.
It's an all ages show. We're playing with
good place.
Andorra, another local band, and a band called the Reflexes.
Okay.
Both really good local bands.
Very
and
cool.
then we've got a show scheduled at the Trocadero.
Mm-hmm. You're headlining that.
We're headlining that.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. March 21st, I believe.
Mm-hmm. March 21st, okay.
And we're headlining with the band Dirty Purple.
Nice.
So, yes, please come out, ladies and gentlemen.
Any other shows, you'll send it to us so we can get up on the site.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get those shows up on our site, too. Where can people find your music?
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. It's
At the moment, yeah.
At the moment.
So it's bandcamp.com/RFA?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You got a Facebook page, a website?
Yep. Yeah, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever your heart desires, I guess.
Website addresses?
Do we still?
I don't have a website.
I'm stumping you guys?
It's been deactivated, yeah.
Okay, all right.
We
Yeah.
used to, but we're not really using it right now.
Okay, using Facebook?
Yeah, mostly Facebook, Twitter.
Facebook is facebook.com/RFA?
Yeah, it's under the really fast automobiles.
The link's below the players.
Yeah, we can't change
Thanks for
that.
telling me. I forget. What can I tell you? All right, so we got that said. Let's move on then to the last song, Too Much. What is that about, Dan?
Surprise.
Girls and rock and roll.
Girls and rock and roll.
I like the way you vary
Been the
this.
name of the album.
Yeah, girls and rock and roll.
Girls and rock and roll. That's
But
the
then
next
we have
album.
nothing to like do in the future, I guess. So. We're stumped.
That's way too blunt. You gotta be
Is
like.
this where it stops?
You can always write about girls and rock and roll.
Exactly.
You can do that for the rest of your life. Look at all the bands that have been writing
Nothing
about
else
girls
matters.
and rock and roll. There you go. So it's about girls and rock and roll.
And money, maybe. I don't know.
Who knows, man?
Who knows?
Do you guys ever ask him what these words mean to the songs?
This is the one me and him did together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of an idea.
Not really.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, they do. The rest of them, they just don't really care. So.
I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I feel like it's more just like a general feeling than it is about like.
Yeah, I mean, like I have a way it feels to me. They have a way it feels to them.
So do you like to have your songs interpreted differently by different people when they hear it?
It depends what song.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Some songs I really take a lot of time, like coming up with the lyrics and coming up with these certain ideas and settings and stuff. And
have you ever written about a specific girl and then she found out you wrote a song about her?
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Okay.
I guess, but
Did she like it? Not like it?
Yeah, she liked it. Yeah,
that's important.
Yeah, I think she did. I guess.
You think she did? Okay.
Let's next topic.
Okay.
I'll turn around and keep my head down.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging with us. We really appreciate
All right,
it.
thank you.
We'll wrap this up and save Dan, okay?
Thanks, guys.
We'd like to thank Alec's mom for tuning in. We really appreciate that.
Thanks, Mrs. Powell.
I hope
all the moms.
I hope the pictures were good and the sound was good. These guys sound really good. We really appreciate them hanging out with us, and we look forward to hearing some more new music from them. But they got a new EP out. It's called Just Don't Turn. No, I'm sorry. It's called Freaking Out. There we go. I'm freaking out. It's called Freaking Out, and we're going to play the last. It's a 3-song EP, right?
Yep.
So we're going to play the last song off this EP. It's called Too Much. This is yourlocalnote.com. Of course, just remember that next week we'll have a brand new vidcast. Actually, no, we have a vidcast tomorrow.
I thought it was Wednesday.
No, the 3rd.
Well, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, we got Flesh Engine coming in tomorrow, so that's going to be quite interesting. And then, of course, we'll have another vidcast next week. So appreciate you hanging out with us, and you'll check out us again tomorrow. This recorded video will be up on Monday. We'll have it up there for a week, so right on the homepage. So again, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We have our streaming 24/7. You can check out our apps that are for free at the respective stores. Type in YLN. Download it for free and take yourlocalnote.com with you. All right, wrapping things up with RFA and the song Too Much from their EP Freaking Out on yourlocalnote.com.
Wide open and my head from scraping your skies. You've been running place to place. Keep your head at your knees. You try to hide your face. It's been running you down to the ground. It's been too much for you. Keep me in your tonight when you're all alone. Yeah, even when it seems alright that you're out on your own. All the nights are longer still. You say you won't, but you will. How could you be so easy? It seems so easy to you. Well, I've been searching for someone or something the whole night. Well, you've been trying oh so hard to be the big shot, pretty girl, devil in white. It's been running me down, down to the ground. It's been too much for me. Keep me in your thoughts tonight when you're all alone. Yeah, even when it seems alright that you're out on your own. All the nights are longer still. You say you won't, but you will. How could you be so easy? It seems so easy to you. You just keep dragging me down. Keep me in your thoughts tonight when you're all alone. Yeah, even when it seems alright that you're out on your own. The nights are longer still. Oh, you say you won't, but you will.